Good evening, dear viewers. Good evening, science teachers of the country. You are most welcome to today's 6th of February Professional Development Hour, sponsored by Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union. Last week, we were able to be taken through by our own Mr. Kwezira Robert, the chairman of the circle of the union. He was able to help us to know how we can do investments besides the professional work we have. I want to thank him very much for that presentation. We are moving on, and every week you're aware that we should be doing something that helps us to realize our dreams. Welcome to the new term of 2025. Welcome to the new term of 2025. I am very sure we have all now reported to our schools. And bearing in mind that the year is seriously in the implementation of the curriculum, the lower curriculum, and soon we are starting the upper curriculum, A level, and where the methodology, the pedagogy of delivering of this curriculum is all about projects and innovations. Putting also in mind that as the Professional Science Teachers Union, we would like to implement competitions among our learners through making different innovations and bringing them on board. So it is today that we have realized we need to have someone to help us learn how to start up a club where we are able to, in the club, come up with different innovations, and we as teachers are able to guide our learners into achieving what we would like to do. This evening, we are blessed to have a specialist who is working with Uganda Communications Commission, whom we know that is an organ which supports a lot ICT in schools, then innovations. I would like to welcome Wamanga Moses to come and share with us the good ideas he has. I would want to welcome him and let us listen to him. Sir, you're most welcome to start.
Yeah, thank you so much, Madam. Thanks for this opportunity, and thanks to all your colleagues at the Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union for coming up with this kind of innovation where teachers, even at our residences in different districts, were able to learn from one another, and especially when it comes to such important topics like this one concerning innovations and how to set up a STEM club. And so I'm going to talk a lot more about STEM. We're going to cover a lot. So our topic today is starting and running STEM clubs in Uganda. My name is Moses Wamanga. I'm a national coordinator of ICT clubs. This is the project of Uganda Communications Commission. We're implementing it so far in 283 secondary schools, fully funded by UCC. We're just following the structure of the government where computers have been given to secondary schools. So we're trying to see how to add value. So when it comes to this topic of today, I'm basically playing my role. I'm just within the thing itself, see that we can add value. So given that we're interacting with the like-minded colleagues in different schools, we need to do a lot together. We need to think together to see that we come up with the right approach and the winning formula for sustainability of our STEM clubs. So it is important for us really to have just our outline of how the presentation will go in a short time as possible. So I'll just share a bit of the rationale and the relevance of the STEM clubs. And I'll also mention the benefits for you as an individual teacher and for the school you serve, as well as the benefit to our country as Uganda. I'll look at how you run this club. You need a constitution, you need a policy that is accepted by the school and which students can implement. I'll also talk about initiating the ICT club. I'll share with you suggested club activities and the required resources and a lot more about sustainability of the club, how the school can really put effort and also put its resources to the sustainability of a STEM club. And of course, STEM takes us even a lot to ICT. But before we proceed, it's important for us really to have these questions in our mind. All of us who are attending this session here, which clubs are active at your school? Just have it in your mind. Maybe you jot down something, or we can even respond, because we need to think together. Which clubs are active at your school, and how does the school support those clubs? Is there any outstanding outcomes from school clubs that you know? Which benefits to students do you expect from a STEM club? So as we introduce and talk more about STEM clubs, just have this in your mind. Which ones? Is there an active club, maybe, which you can follow as a role model in the school? And what activities do they do?
Why are you not showing the video?
It's not a video.
Yeah.
No, it's not a video. Not a video. We just want to hear from each other. Maybe somebody who's talking about the video. Is there anything you can say about this presentation, the slide I'm having here? I've posted some questions here. Is there an active club in your school? Okay, fine. We shall have a session for discussion for us to be able to talk about what can be done. So now, when we come to a STEM club, what is it? So it is an extracurricular group where students explore science, technology, engineering, and mathematics in a hands-on, engaging manner. Totally different from the theory and the way we teach, the way we have been teaching. This is practical thing that the activities they do have a relationship. There's a lot of science there, there's technology, there's engineering and mathematics. So a club is that extracurricular group where students meet, even outside the lesson, even inside the lesson, but they are doing things hands-on. Now, the new curriculum recommends clubs as part of the co-curricular activities students should engage in to enhance the teaching and learning. Recently, there has been a release of the research, which is now coming in as the new educational policy, which the group which was being headed by Amanya Mushega, Honorable Amanya Mushega. They have just released the report. Part of it, they are saying scrap of PLOE. That is a topic of which we shall discuss at its own time. But they are saying innovation, hands-on, creativity. That should be the education at every level, even from UNESCO, from every educational consultant. The emphasis that science should be taught practically. And when you are teaching science, of course, there's a lot of mathematics there, there's a lot of engineering there, and there is technology. So I want us to put a lot of emphasis on this. But this cannot work even if they put in a lot of resources. If we as teachers don't involve learners in practical activities where they can experience that science, that engineering, technology, and mathematics, it will take a long time So it is in this kind of meeting that we would like to come up with strategies to say that we are directly involved in supporting learners to ensure that we come up with a lot of STEM activities. We make STEM real. We make clubs active. It's not just a matter of giving examples in the new curriculum and giving children projects. It is beyond that. So even here, Uganda Communications Commission with UCP, SEDAT, and other partners, and CAWA, there is a lot of emphasis that we should make everything practical. And the good thing, I've seen colleagues here who are from the ICT sector, from the ICT department, and the others from computer science. We really need to see what we can do together so that we can make these things real. I want to talk about this, excite you a lot more about the relevancy of these STEM clubs. So the science, technology, and engineering and mathematics clubs play a very crucial role in complementing classroom learning by offering students practical experiences that align with Uganda's competence-based curriculum. This thing called generic skills, which is number one here, it is what is in every curriculum book that build the curriculum, build the generic skills, build generic skills. But let me share with you how this is done. You see, building generic skills and the confidence in the learners, you know, these generic skills are some of the ones we are born with, but we need to awaken them. So STEM clubs help students develop skills such as communication, public speaking, and even leadership. They provide an environment where students can experiment and make mistakes without fear of failure, and therefore boosting their confidence. So without a club where children on their own can make their mistakes, correct themselves, and then recover from that. So when will they learn to make mistakes? When will they explore speaking? You see, you are there saying that there are some schools where children keep quiet in the class, don't make noise, don't speak this. You are killing the generic skills. Now, just give examples of what students can do. Examples in physics. Students can work on a simple electronics project, like making an electric circuit, and then presenting their findings. In biology, students can set up a home-based hydroponics farm and explain its benefits. We had this in one of the competitions at Makerere University, and the students of Marada came to show this. There are also students from Lira, Madam here, are talking about Dr. Bote College, but some students from St. Gracious. Yes, they brought in these hydroponic projects. These cuts across from biology. The students will now have engineering of how to set up the devices, and we do a lot more. You also look at things like sparring. Number two here, sparring, creativity, and innovations. Ladies and gentlemen, when we talk about creativity and innovations, we are looking at working on something new that you can be able to present. So students learn to think outside the box and develop innovative solutions to real world problems. So in most of the competitions we are going to be holding under STEM section, you find that students come up with this and they do it on their own. Now, we're not saying that you as a teacher, you do the work. You are merely a coach. It's like football. If it's a students' competition, it's not you, the teacher, who plays football. They know, they organize themselves, they play. So simply provide an environment where students can shine and their creativity can come up and the innovations will be recognized. And number three here, we're talking about critical thinking and problem solving. You see, whenever there's a problem, you pose the problem in biology. Students will go and think critically, and then they'll come up with something that can be able to solve. So encourage learners to analyze problems, explore multiple solutions, and make data-driven solutions. So this is something which is very important on its own. So when you're encouraging critical thinking, for example, in mathematics, students can apply probability and statistics to real-life situations, such as analyzing weather patterns, analyzing even data in the schools. And of course, they can add in technology, maybe Excel, all this. I see different softwares on the market for us here. We are developing softwares which we are selling. But some projects we have even done them with the students. So critical thinking comes in where students are involved in solving some of the problems we have in society. Then also look at integrating STEM in school activities across the curriculum and across all subjects as it is being recommended by the new curriculum. And also UCC is recommending this. So when you talk about sustainability of the club, it should be helping. It should be helping physics. The STEM should be helping mathematics so that mathematics come to be real. And so students can be able to do a lot more. So we should ensure that we build these clubs. You will not realize the benefits. You'll be talking about examples from other schools if you have not done it. So from this conversation, let's go ahead and start up these STEM clubs in schools. The next slides there, I'll be showing how you start, how you sustain it, and how you promote it, and how you win awards, how you make money out of it, and how you became very famous, you as an individual and your school. So we need to do a lot there. So number 5 here, talking about interest and support students to learn a lot more about their careers. In one of the slides, I'll even share with you some of the research from the World Labor Forum. The recent one, the results came out in December here, and they're saying 2025, 2030, in terms of career development, the focus now is on AI. So now there is a lot of AI, but are children using it? So we need to bring in a lot of this so that children can use this one for data analysis, for creativity, and we do a lot more. Of course, we encourage collaboration when students are working together on projects. They do a lot together, and this one, this teamwork, already comes in automatically. And empowering learners to address the real world problems which are affecting their communities, and also solutions to in relation to the SDGs. So you find that STEM projects require students to work in teams, and they'll be able to do a lot here. So when you talk about what STEM can do as a club in a school in terms of addressing the real problems, we look at areas like environmental science and use of chemistry, creating organic fertilizers to promote sustainable agriculture. That's SDG number 2, fighting hunger, where you have zero hunger. We look at engineering and technology, developing low-cost water filtration system to provide clean water for drinking. That is SDG number 6. Students can do this. I'm telling you, I've seen a lot of examples where learners are involved in this. Then, of course, you can have incubate projects, project work in science fairs, and exhibitions. So there are so many of these competitions which I'll talk about at another level. So there is a lot that can be done. So members, from this call, as the term has begun, the year has begun, tomorrow, Friday, in your school, take action, have a meeting, see whether you can support STEM Club. We are here to support. I think the science organization can be able to support you. I'll show you so many ways of how you can be supported to reach a very, very good level. So we need to go to that. But there are so many benefits also, benefits for STEM teachers. you as an individual. I would just like to give you a few examples. Personally, I was the teacher, and my opportunity to board a plane to go outside Uganda in a trip that was funded because there was a club activity and I was recognized. We have seen so many colleagues who have risen up, even on the platform here. And this is a reality. You can achieve this as an individual and you shine. Your school will shine. So, number one, we are saying it raises the school's STEM profile and academic performance. Such schools always perform well. We've seen so many of these, and we are sharing examples on this slide here. And then, of course, interdisciplinary teaching. There's a lot there. Interdisciplinary teaching, you have so many things being done in the school, and you'll be able to move. So in terms of interdisciplinary teaching, STEM encourages teachers to integrate concepts across different subjects, making learning more practical and engaging. We can give so many examples. A physics teacher can collaborate with an agriculture teacher to explore solar-powered irrigation systems. You simply analyze the how solar power system, how it works. Recently, we are distributing solar panels in Namaingo, and we worked with the students, the ones we are supporting in our organization, and they were able to follow clearly, even now repairing them. But you can be able to do that. Another example in mathematics and economics, teachers can jointly teach students how to apply statistics in market research for business startup projects. And the impact there that it encourages teachers to move beyond traditional silos, fostering creativity in lesson delivery and enhancing competence-based learning. So I'm just talking about STEM enabling interdisciplinary. You find that a teacher of art is required. I mean, fine art is required when you are packaging boxes here for the materials you have produced. It is a lot. And I want to give you the third reason. The third reason, I mean, the benefit for teachers and the school is that it expands opportunity for teachers, including international programs. So teachers involved in STEM education gain access to scholarships, fellowships, and professional development programs globally. There are examples. I think you've seen colleagues who have really excelled from a classroom. I've seen them being positioned from classroom position to top organizations. Even if you are not there in the top organization, you'll be there as long as your work is being done and you're being recognized. So Ugandan teachers can apply for international STEM training programs like the British Council STEM Fellowships, these Google Educator programs, or Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert. My colleague, Chole Richard, we work with him. I remember he went to Morocco following students' projects, which are basically innovative projects. He moved to Barcelona. He moved to so many places. I think Mr. Dungu, I think I've seen a colleague like Emmanuel Ngoda, and many of the colleagues we are here. So these opportunities are there, members. Start a club, you will be there, you will shine, your head teacher will shine, and your enrollment in the school will grow, and you will increase the school fees. You even yourself, you'll be invited to speak in the international conferences. This is great. This is an opportunity for you as a teacher and for you as a school. So the madam who was talking because of STEM activities in Dr. Bote College, I think now you are talking at slightly higher level, you are mentoring people. So let's take up this. It is a big one. It's a big opportunity for you. Yeah, because of time, I'll make points a bit short, but I'll not go without telling you about how STEM encourages active and experiential teaching methods. You know, we focus on active engagement, active teaching. For us pedagogists, when you talk of pedagogy, you must engage learners. It's not just you talking, you must engage. Okay, so when you are using STEM, STEM education promotes hands-on project-based learning, making lessons more engaging for both students and teachers. Are there examples that you are thinking about? Can you mention some of the examples that that can be done during STEM club activities? And then these clubs, this will encourage active and experiential teaching methodology. Not for students, for them, they are learning because you are teaching using active methods, so they are learning better. Are there examples? Maybe you note down and we are going to talk about this. But a few that you see, a chemistry teacher can guide students in making homemade soap or biofuel. I'm seeing a lot of this in the new curriculum. This is very good, encouraging, and we should have this posted on your social media. Students should have their X account. That's how you complete technology. Everything must be complete with technology. Have your YouTube account, post those, and they don't have to be all that. They don't have to be all that excellent. Post start with what is done. You know, in this term, if you are focusing on perfection, if you are a perfectionist, you will not succeed. You need somewhere, when you have something people can criticize positively, encourage you. So if you say, I'll wait and I happen to be perfect, I'm 100%, you are not a creator. Creators start, they launch, they perfect as they move, basing on feedback. Now, my colleagues, ICT teachers, you can introduce students to app development. And now app development, we are basically using start in a simple way. Start with App Inventor, good one, Scratch for simple dragging. And then your children will learn a lot more about loops, they'll learn more about variables in programming. Simple way. There are also so many videos on YouTube that we have created. Very good resources, very helpful for you. Click on that. So we can have very, very big impact. So teachers become facilitators rather than just instructors, helping students take ownership of their learning. When you use these engaging methods, that's what I'm talking about. You become great, students become great people, they are very productive and they'll do a lot. So I'm going to share, we're sharing the presentation, you have it, and look at examples of here, Buddha Wins Innovation Context, and next we should hear your school, Uganda National Science, Uganda National Science Olympia. These are there, these are cases, they are just examples of the success stories we're talking about. Now, I want to skip this. I will come back to talk about it a bit later. Now, so how do you start an ICT club? So for you to run an, I'm mixing it ICT, I'm talking about STEM now. STEM for you, especially science teachers, but of course, you bring in ICT. Generally, you bring in ICT. So for your STEM club, you as the teacher, of course, you'll be working as a patron. Encourage learners, share with them the value of STEM. It is the one which produces the highly paid people in the world. Encourage them and therefore document clearly the aims of this club and share with the students. So involve administration, inform inform administration and seek approval so that it's a school club. And when you have a group of students, they'll form the club and they develop their work plan. And then, of course, they'll form their kind of an interim committee. So when they form the interim committee, they will even develop a constitution. So this constitution is what I'm talking about here. It's a policy. It's a policy that outlines the membership students coming from S1 are invited to join. This is the constitution. That is this is the constitution, the club constitution here, talking from here. So that constitution must have, of course, a vision created by the learners. So we're sharing this as a guide. It must also have a mission where are they going? The vision is okay, where they are going. The mission is how they are going there. And then, of course, they have their aims, and then they also have their goals, which will be there. So we're going to share samples of this constitution. It is very, very important. For us in our work with the UCC, it is the measure. Every club will launch. It's a must. There must be a constitution. It will tick that one. The people who are doing monitoring and evaluation tick that side. It's their constitution. That is very, very important. Then the constitution goes with articles, normally done by lawyers, but here we are sharing samples so students can be able to push it forward. And then the membership, let's be clear on membership. And then there's something about membership fee. Students can play that. You don't interfere a lot. If the school allows it, fine. It is important for them to pay some little money so that they can be able to purchase certain things on their own. They can have their end of year party handover. They can buy their files without really becoming a burden to the school budget. So allow that in the constitution, and then that constitution must be stamped and recognized by the school board so that they can be able to do things. Then in that constitution, ensure that there's a family STEM day. The STEM day, the STEM club will organize a family exhibition, showcase projects and innovations to the rest of the school. They can even invite parents. This is how you get funding. This is how you get support. And even the media can cover. The students can even go to the radio station nearby and talk about their STEM and how their school is shining. Then also have their meetings. Meetings, clubs can do a lot. For me, I'm a Rotarian. And in Rotary, we meet. For us, we are Source of the Nile Rotary Club. We have rules, we have our constitution, and we meet regularly, weekly. So they can also meet either weekly, like Wednesday or during club hour. They do a lot. Ensure that this is there. So ensure that they have their executive, president, vice president, treasurer, public secretary, many others. So we're going to share that constitution, and I've also mentioned about how you initiate the club, that you can start it, you as a teacher, initiate it from this meeting, push it, support it, administration will accept it. Then how for you can run your STEM club to a good level. You need a strategy. You need a program that can work for you, and how you can be able to succeed. So one is regular meetings with a clear agenda, not just them meeting. So you guide. You can have, I think, on WhatsApp group for STEM, you should be having a STEM, a national STEM WhatsApp group. So we post there, and I think the science teachers can lead it. Can have a leadership for it. Just like for us here at Kawa, we lead the ICT clubs, so we tend to guide. So they should keep their records. Let all members remain active, and because of the competitions, competitions will enable them to be active. If we don't have competitions, students don't do a lot. It's like athletics. If they hear there's competition, they start practicing running and high jump. Football. If there are competitions, they'll come. Even Uganda Cranes, if there are no competitions, the team is very quiet, and even funders don't even raise money. You see Airtel funding because of AFCON and all these activities coming. So club without activities, very, very little recognition, little funding. Publicize your key projects outputs on the internet. This is a market for you. Place your innovations there through your external blog. It might be Blogspot. Go ahead and come up with different plans there. Be relevant to the school, relevant to the world, relevant to Uganda, and align with the Uganda's Vision 2040. Without aligning, you cannot get funding. For us who do project proposals, you must align with what the country is focusing on, and then we can be able to move beyond that. So I've talked a lot. I just want to open up the floor and hear from you members. We talk now. So what activity ideas and impactful STEM activities can we generate in the school? I just want to know that now we are going to do something. May I allow the host to allow every member to unmute and we speak. Madam Auma, Rogers, and the board members here, maybe allow members to speak out now. What activities can we do from what I've said? Okay, from your own, not really what I've said, but I'm sure I will inspire you and you can be able to speak.
Thank you. Thank you, Moses, for the presentation. It has been very clear and very good. I want to thank you for helping us to have ideas, really. We have always admired learners from other schools coming up with good ideas, but many have always sat pondering how do they come up with these very good ideas and how are they able to sustain it. At the moment, many schools are embracing what we call science and innovation clubs. Under science and innovation clubs, like I am at Komboni College at the moment, I left Dr. Bote College, I joined Komboni College. We have science, innovations, and technology clubs, which sweetly falls under STEM clubs. Because with the STEM, we have the science, then the part of the innovation, there is technology. Even if engineering doesn't come in, still it embraces it so much. So this is what I think many schools can employ. And some of the projects that we get under this club, some of them come from the classrooms. A learner would come up with very good idea, and slowly by slowly can be developed into a very big project. And then you find that which is coming out very nicely. For instance, we had a project in Komboni College where the learners came out with the solar concentrator. After we had learned about reflection in class, and I told them, you people, this part of the uses of the concave mirror can be very good. Then they asked me, how good? I said, you will get the use of the concave. It can bring all these solar rays here. The light rays you see can be concentrated in a point, and you can use it very nicely. So slowly by slowly, they were able to come up, and we have very active teachers at Komboni who picked up and were very actively involved in helping the learner to see what they could do. And that is why some of us saw this being posted on the social media. So each of us could also have the same. That is what we have at Komboni College. Now I request members to raise up their hands and share with us what they have at their respective schools. You are all welcome.
Thank you, Madam Betty. Maybe as members unmute, I wanted to show you something, because it's good to be very practical.
Yes.
I'm trying to open the video so that we can be able to see each other. I don't know whether you can see this.
Yes, I can see it in your hand.
You see it in my hand. So when I cover like this, this one is called a Raspberry Pi, a Raspberry Pi 4. A Raspberry Pi, for those from computer science, it is the smallest computer in the world. We use them for robots.
Yes.
So there's one which is called a Pi Pico. Pi Pico is just the size of my finger. So we have a lot of this. We receive it from UCC, and you know how it works in a very simple way. That this one is the one which runs the robot. So what happens is that You can these robots. We buy them as boards from a company called Arduino, and others from a company called Frenovo. So you can buy different robots. So, but the robot is a device. Yes, you can buy boards like this. But for the schools, I'll be able to visit. We shall show you and maybe give some. So this one is where you put you write a code, and I have sample codes for different projects. And we write these codes in Python. We run them in C#, in others in C, others in Dart. Yeah, but we can start slowly because we have different. So in terms of technology, we have devices like this. So for us as an organization, we have run so many bigger projects. So for you at Dr. Bote College, when you are running that robot, the recent one was called Obote, the medical assistant. Yes, they are able to attach this. So the code which runs on it is written on the board of this Raspberry Pi. They are available. We have some of them. So members, open up. We work closely with Rogers, and we're going to work closely with all of you so that we see the real thing we're talking about. For these robotic-related projects, we can hammer those ones clearly. Anything can be done. We should teach children how to write the codes, and a code which can do anything: controlling traffic lights, accessing data, managing systems, a lot more. Sorry, I came in just to show you this, plus many other smaller ones. We have boxes and boxes of them, and we are trying to connect up with you to power up your STEM projects. Thank you so much. My video is off, but I'm on waiting for your feedback.
Thank you, members. You're welcome. As we wait for someone to raise up a hand, I want to comment, Moses, that the kind of innovations we are having today has a lot to do with the computer programming. And this would now pose a challenge to us, the science teachers of this country, that we need to upgrade from where we are to computer literacy. We have to know the computer and also practice some of the programming language in the computer. Because the kind of innovations they are no longer, we have today, they're no longer the classroom projects, laboratory experiments that we have been having. The kind of innovations that is being encouraged today are those that you can program and it works out very nicely. Like we have had the automated doors, automated curtains, automated bulbs. These days we have them. These are bulbs, they are curtains that have been programmed using the coding he is talking about. And we are able to make up prototypes that are able to be demonstrated on the different fora, which can later be developed and sold on the market. So in the presentation you have given, Moses is showing us about the Arduino and so on. I want to comment to my colleagues that this needs a lot of computer knowledge on programming that we should be able to embrace. I am not receiving anybody here. Can I? It's unfortunate today. I think the teachers are very busy. People are preparing their lesson plans and schemes of work. That's why we have attracted very few today.
No problem. I think the recording is made. They'll be able to have that. But maybe I can complete my presentation because I just wanted that engagement. Then I say a few things.
Okay, please, welcome.
Yes. Because now from different subjects, for example, if you are teaching physics, you can work out and come up with solar-powered phone charger. It's just a matter of knowing those dynamos and different components. You can come up with a wind turbine, a prototype. You can do a water-powered generator. You can come up with simple electric motor. I've seen this in schools, and we can be able to share different examples. You can come up with homemade light sensors. like Madam has mentioned. Now, the chemistry members, you can come up with the making eco-friendly soap, producing biodiesel from vegetable oil. Colleagues in northern Uganda, this can be a very, very viable project. You can come up extracting essential oils from plants, making organic fertilizers and pesticides. From even the books we have now in chemistry, you can come up with something of that nature. Water purification using charcoal and sand. For colleagues in biology, hydroponic farming system. This one we've done with Intare, with the St. Brucius, and a number of schools have done. Mushroom farming project, because this is what is the, I think in senior one, biology. Then DNA extraction from fruits, studying plant growth under different conditions. Move on with creating organic compost for school gardens. This is the very, very possible. Colleagues in mathematics, you can talk with your learners, your club, to do statistical analysis of school performance trends, probability models for real life applications, mathematical modeling of diseases, rate, for example, the rate maybe of what was COVID-19 impact and all these diseases. You can do that. Estimation of carbon footprint in school, geometry in real world design, e.g. bridge structures, construction, a lot can be done there. Colleagues in ICT, a lot you can focus on building apps for school management. An app can be made with App Inventor. Basically dragging, you don't need a lot. And it's not you building, it is you providing an opportunity for learners. They have, they can maneuver. It's like when they are playing football, it's not you who plays. You simply create conditions for them. Look at creating chatbots for students, because now, like OpenAI allows room for people to manipulate. Look at programming a traffic light system using Arduino boards. These are the ones I'm talking about. We have them, and we can really support you. Robotics and automated school bell system. You can do that. Agriculture. In agriculture, you can come up with smart irrigation system using sensors. Beekeeping for honey production. Hydroponics, that is integrating fish farming and plant growing. Vermiculture, crop disease detection using AI-based software. So members, there's certain things you need to just start small. I'm not saying that you go for these high-level ones, but start small as a project. Let the student be proud of what they are doing and move on. For us, we can benefit from these clubs a lot more. Then you need to look at designing activities for STEM clubs. Starting straight away, the activity should be hands-on experiments, focus on challenges. This robotics one should be challenging. Focus on field trips to labs, tech companies, universities where they will get inspiration. Focus on watching some speeches, maybe TED Talks, guest speaker sessions. You invite, like the way we have invited me here, but we can also speak directly to our learners. These are professional sessions, professionals who can speak to learners. Age-specific activities, tailored activities for different student levels. Then student-led initiatives encourage members to design their own projects as a club, and also encourage girls in STEM. Here we are addressing the societal stereotypes by providing female mentors that can be able to support these girls. And here you're also addressing SDGs, the gender disparity. I think that's around SDG number 5. Then promote equity and partner with the role models. Partner with the SEGAT, College of Engineering, Design, Art and Technology, Makerere University. Partner with the CAWA, partner under UCC program. There's a fund there, and many others. Just simply start, put your work online. You see partners looking for you. These are some of the partners I've mentioned. They are Chambogo Fundi Boats. All this Tech Innovation, Uganda National Science Olympiadia, Triskelon Education and Science Initiative, OESTAS and the PALS, the Wadi Camps, Kawa, UCC clubs. Let's see the thing moving. Let's see the thing moving. Supposed to play. There's this video here, which is where I wanted you to be following, but you will be able to play it on your own. We have shared the links here. You'll be able to play. In the interest of time, you are going to have this and see how schools have done. Kayata High School, famous, and the teachers there have been able to travel. I think I was with one of the teachers at the African Union in 2015, but they were there, one of the teachers from Guyana. We are there because of this STEM club. Toro Girls, with their Tower TV, you look at it here and share, and you go to their YouTube channel. At the 2022 innovations funded by UCC, they won an award of 5 million with serious recognition because of their YouTube channel. So the innovations don't have to be all of that big, even if it's just YouTube. You can go far, you can move the journey. Now, under UCC ICT Clubs, you can check our website. It is ictclub.ug. You'll see a lot there, a lot to do there. And we have our estates. They came up with a smart farm. You see STEM there at work. Bishop Kibengere, St. Mary's Rushoroza, St. Mary's College Kisubi, Konguma SS. I saw Mr. Oriak on a platform here. Many schools have done a lot here, and you can do this. You can win awards, you can make money, and so you need some resources also to help you. A lab there, there's a computer lab at least. You need a smartphone, you can acquire this. Access to a laptop, you can support your learners as a teacher. Extra resources, you need some hardware here. We can see how to support each other. At time during your regular club meetings, and also have supportive school administration and a mentor. You are a mentor. All of us teachers, we can be mentors. We can support this to go very far. Now, sustainability is very important. Your club will collapse by you not, even if you are transferred. So ensure that your club is recognized by administration, set up activities, make sure that the school likes it, associate with the people who are moving so that your club can remain there. Otherwise, the rate at which clubs collapse is high if you don't have a sustainability plan. I really don't have much time to explain a lot here, but you can follow our slide here and have sustainability plan. Even if you are getting funds, a funder will ask for your sustainability plan beyond the project time. So ending with the call to action. So opposite the Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union can support STEM clubs through, number one, workshops for teachers on managing clubs. We have already had a workshop, this one here, but we should have many. Number two, connecting schools or science teachers with partners and stakeholders. Let that be the duty. Organizing more regional and national STEM challenges, that should be done. Then for teachers, as colleagues who are here, plan to start and run this today or tomorrow. For schools, provide the infrastructure, policies, and support needed for successful STEM clubs. And the general community partners like Kawa and the rest of the community, including your area member of parliament, make sure that they are known, that you have volunteers, sponsors, and the club activities can help us do that. Thank you so much, members. May God bless you. I remain Moses Wamanga. My contact is there. It is the WhatsApp number. May God bless you.
Oh, thank you very much, Moses. Thank you for making our evening. You have given us a lot of insights on clubs and innovations generally. And I'm very sure members who have been present here have enjoyed the presentation. May I take this opportunity to recognize all of you who have participated today. In the house, we have had even the Vice Chairperson, the National Vice Chairperson, Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union, Mr. Tugume Benson, And we have also had the Vice or the Deputy Secretary, the Deputy Treasurer. Today we were not very many because one of us, the Deputy Speaker, the Deputy GS, General Secretary, Mr. Bamutezi, lost the mother, and the burial was today, and very many of us went to participate in this burial. The few of us who have represented in today's ProDev Hour, thank you very much for your support. Madam Vako Jessica, I can see you. This is the National Secretary for Gender. Thank you very much for your participation, and I thank all of you. We are tending towards looking at how we can now, from the projects that we are going to make at school, we also begin to think about next week in the Professional Development Hour, what are we going to have? And probably many questions are coming, and I know many people are yearning to know about what is going on at the A-level curriculum. Probably next week we see how we can give some highlights on how far the A-level curriculum has gone. We are blessed that yesterday we had 8 teachers being trained by NCDC. So I think some few concepts we can share it in the next week. Thank you very much, Mr. Moses, for accepting our humble invitation, and thank you for taking us through this STEM club formations. I'm sure your contacts is going to be shared, and if we have questions to ask you, we shall always come to you. For this evening, I've been Madam Betty Auma, the National Secretary for Education, Professional Development and Discipline of Uganda Professional Science Teachers Union. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, everyone. See you next week.